And away we go. I'm really interested to see the spinner on Maximizer is, oh my God! What an upset. The weapon has just disintegrated on Maximizer.
Well, that's not supposed to happen.
It's never happened like that. That is the strangest disassembly, and it's all about Huge to just pull Maximizer apart.
Maximizer now with no offense, they just have to kind of drive themselves into Huge and hope the weapon goes down and that they can control this fight, because at this point they are down in the damage score if this makes it to the judges.
What a wacky start in the first 30 seconds of this fight. You can see Huge has dialed their weapon down. Don's taking no chances, just being very cautious with how that weapon is used.
Yeah,
they don't want to break it.
They don't want to break it, but they don't want to act like they aren't being aggressive, so they're going to keep it on at a low speed here. Maximizer doing everything they can to try to break it. The Huge just keeps spinning back up. Huge now fighting a very controlled fight here. Spin it up, turn it off, run it into Maximizer over and over again. Now they're turning off the weapon motor in between here, again, to protect it. You don't want to keep that motor on during an impact if you don't need to. You can hear them feathering the throttle up whenever they're not near Maximizer.
Don is being very precise. One thing we're not seeing a lot is the gyro smackdown that you sometimes see from Huge-style robots. Frankly, they don't need it. They can take shots at their leisure. One of these is going to hit something valuable.
Yeah, what's interesting here is, the Huge kind of looks like they're running away a little bit. That is, generally to spin up the weapon. Sometimes the judges see that differently. Could that be perceived as being less aggressive?
It's very tough with a Huge-style robot to maintain a sense of aggression throughout the match, because so much of your maneuvering just seems like you're running away.
Yeah. But
and granted, a lot of it is.
And that is going to be tough to judge. However, Maximizer is just really not able to do much here, remaining aggressive, but can you say they have much control here? As Huge is kind of dictating the pace entirely,
yeah,
it feels like.
It is very impressive, even when your opponent has a weapon down, to be able to dictate a match with a Huge-style robot. And yeah, Don is doing that today.
Maximizer does have, a full wedge here. They could get around the side. They could get some pins in. They could shove Huge around. That is not happening.
Last 10 seconds. This will be going to the judges. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your final, robot fans everywhere, your final 12-pound fight for the night for the May NHRL qualifying event. It will be going to the judges, but I think that is a fairly decisive victory for Huge.
Unanimously going to Huge, your 12-pound champion of the May 2025 event. All right, we're gonna go ahead and send it to Kyle. Kyle, go ahead.
All right, so I am standing by with Don Derfler, the Team Brutus Robotics. Don, we haven't seen you guys since 2023 when you won the World Championships. Did you come here to win a dumpster today?
Yeah, tried to.
Well, you succeeded. You not only qualified for this year's World Championships, but you also won the Golden Dumpster in the 12-pound division. Did you think that fight was going to go that way with Jake?
No, I thought, things happen and it can always go any way, It's typical sometimes our wheels get destroyed or, it's just whoever gets the first hit and things happen,
You guys, can you take me through the day? Was there anything that surprised you? You guys are vets. You've been doing this for so long. You've seen everything at this point. Was there anything that surprised you? Anything that made you change your thought process or your strategy today?
We just need more parts. We were switching modes between each and every fight, destroying wheels. We had enough, luckily. This weapon was actually from like 2000 and the very first Norwalk we came to, and we had to run it because we ran out of our weapon we would normally use in this mode.
It helps to bring spare parts.
Yes.
That's for sure, yes.
We were on our last set.
We'll hand what's left of your spare parts over to Joe. Take this, because there's only one thing left to do, Don. Hold it high.